10 minutes a day with the advanced yet easy to implement AI strategy that I'm about to show you. And in this video, I'm going to give you multiple prompts, plus one in particular that turned one idea into a post that generated me more than 1,700 inbound leads. Let's go. The first step to growing your audience may surprise you because you already have everything you need to build a following. In fact, if you've done calls with clients, if you've sent them emails, if you've sent them voice memos or done workshops, or you've got testimonials, you have everything you need. All you need to do is take transcripts or text and then paste that into a custom GPT, because this becomes your AI content clone, and your content clone means you'll never again need to sit down and think, what should I make content about today? To do this right, there is a specific step-by-step process to follow, and I've linked that video in the description box. Watch that after this, because once your AI knows what content you talk about, all you need is to slot your content into post patterns that are already working on social media. I call these patterns proven frameworks because a framework is the formula of the post. After watching this video, when you look at any big creators in your industry, you will not be able to look at their content the same way again, as you will notice that their top posts follow similar patterns, because our brains are wired to respond to certain patterns like curiosity, social proof, or a bold contrarian take. So when you stop trying to create from scratch and instead use frameworks, you're literally triggering a psychological response that makes people stop scrolling, engage, and remember you. And the frameworks I'm about to share with you are proven because these have carefully been taken from high-performing posts that social media algorithms already reward. And once you slot your content into them, you're almost guaranteed to win. Like Robert, whose German content was getting nothing but crickets. He used one of the proven frameworks that I'll share with you now and went from an average of 10 views per post to 6,273 views on his very first post using this method within 12 hours. Let me show you two frameworks so you can get the idea. And remember, these are just two of hundreds that I give to my clients. So if you're interested in learning more about working with me and my team to do this right, I'll leave a link in the description box where you can book a call to have a chat and see if it's fit. So first is the contrarian take. This is where you challenge the status quo. You call out what everyone else is doing and explain why it's wrong, or at least why it's not the only way. Here's an example where I say, stop using ChatGPT to create content, because while everyone's telling other people to use ChatGPT, I flip the script. The second framework is the authority intro. It's where you lead with an accomplishment that you have had, because as people are scrolling social media and they see your post for the first time, they're thinking, who's this random person and why should I listen to them? So when you lead with an accomplishment, then people stop scrolling, they read, they pay attention to you, and they're more likely to follow you. So while most people think that success on social media is about better hooks, growing a big audience, or delivering more value, you are now privy to the secret that very few people know about. Getting leads and generating profit from social media isn't about just that. What's more important is the strategic way that you place the words throughout the post in order to maintain someone's attention and not just capture it. It's about taking your information and formatting it the right way. That is by using a proven framework. Because if you don't use a proven framework, you can give all the value in the world, but it won't turn into more sales. And you can find proven frameworks by finding who's already winning in your niche. The easiest way to do this is to program ChatGPT to find creators in your niche using this prompt. Once you put this prompt into AI, it will start scanning social media to find your competitors. Then you go to their profile and you find posts that are getting 10 times more views or engagement than the other posts. And then you use this prompt to turn that post into a framework so that you can use that framework again and again with your AI clone, because then your AI clone just fills in the blanks. And you have new and original content that is then your own. And these frameworks work because they tap into proven psychological triggers. People have already responded to them, so they're likely to perform for you too. But here's where things get next level. Watch how I take one framework-based idea and turn it into 10 platform-native posts in under 10 minutes. I call this the 10-minute multiplier. One idea becomes a post for LinkedIn, Instagram, X, Threads, Facebook, plus a reel for Instagram and Facebook, and a short video for TikTok and YouTube. And even an email for your email list. That's 10 posts out of one piece of content. And most importantly, each one becomes native to the platform, because while others will simply cross-post content from one platform to the next and barely get any additional reach, the key is ensuring that that post feels authentically like it's meant to be on that platform. And while it used to take me months and months to teach this to business owners wanting to master content, it can be done with just a series of prompts now thanks to AI. Let me show you an example. I wrote this post for Instagram. You can see here, I posted the text as a carousel. I then took that post and used this prompt, and the very same post resulted in 1.7K comments with leads wanting a freebie. If you want the prompt that takes Instagram posts and turns them into Facebook posts, find me on Instagram at Lauren Tickner and send me a message saying YouTube and I will send it to you. That's just one prompt of many, because the key for you to understand is that once you understand how proven frameworks work on each platform, you can use AI to take your text and formulate it into the right style per platform. This system is how my client Winnie Wu, with just under 1,000 followers at the time, made $18,000 in a single day from one repurposed post. And it's how Charmaine grew from less than 300 followers on Instagram to now more than 200,000 on Instagram, 700K on TikTok, and 70,000 on YouTube. So let's just say you used one of the above frameworks that I gave you and you came up with a TikTok script. What you don't want to do is tell AI, turn this into a LinkedIn post for me. Absolutely not. I am from England and we don't have any rules for jaywalking. So if you're crossing the street and there are no cars coming, don't worry, you just go. Whereas I was just in Japan. There was not a single car in sight, so I crossed the road and I got the filthiest looks from the people around me. Because just like how different countries have different cultures, so do different social media platforms. So the steps you take here must be done carefully to ensure that the way that you formulate your content per platform is right for that individual platform. For example, LinkedIn posts perform best when each sentence fits onto one line, meaning each sentence is under 48 characters. Instagram text posts work better as carousels. TikToks work better when the scripts are more raw and vulnerable, because first you need to set up your AI clone. The next video shows you how to do that. From there, you find proven frameworks that are already working on social media right now. Then you use the prompt I gave you to take your knowledge and slot it into those frameworks. And then from there, you use prompts to turn that one post into multiple and get it posted across all the different social platforms. After that, when it comes to posting, don't use a scheduler. It tends to affect your reach. Instead, you want to post manually, and I like to have one person in my team who's logged in with a VPN set to the USA posting all my content for me. They literally just follow a checklist and post using the guidelines that ensure that they're posting the right way per platform. Again, if you want to work with me and my team to do this right without guessing anything, click the button below and schedule a free 15-minute call with a member of our team who can talk to you and see if it's a good fit. If it's not, we'll point you in the right direction and give you some free resources. And remember, the next video is going to show you how to set up your AI clone using either ChatGPT or Claude. So make sure to watch that next, and I'll see you over there.